When most people hear union budget, their eyes kind of glaze over. They think of dense, boring policy documents, right? But what if I told you it's actually a treasure map, a guide that points directly to the biggest business opportunities for the next few years? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to decode this map together.
So, if you've been on the hunt for a business idea, something practical, something with real data behind it, then you are in exactly the right place. This explainer is going to show you where the government is pouring its money, which, let's be honest, is the most fertile ground you can find for a new startup to grow.
All right, so where do we even begin this treasure hunt? It's simple, really. We follow the money. The government has laid out a super clear plan, and by looking at where the big bucks are flowing, we can pinpoint the most promising sectors for a brand new venture. First up, check this out. 10,000 crore rupees. This isn't just some small grant program, it's a dedicated war chest. And its entire purpose is to help small and medium businesses scale up and become what they're calling champions. Think about that for a second. The government isn't just hoping you succeed, it's literally putting its money on you to win.
Okay, now look at this number. 12.2 lakh crores. It's a figure that's so big, it's kind of hard to even imagine. This is the massive, massive investment going into the country's backbone. We're talking new roads, railways, ports. And every single rupee spent here creates this huge ripple of opportunity for businesses in construction, materials, logistics, you name it.
And it's not just about building shiny new things. The budget is also pumping life back into 200 existing industrial clusters. What does that mean? It means a huge, immediate demand for technology upgrades, modern machinery, and all sorts of specialized services to bring these hubs into the 21st century.
So we get it, the scale is massive. But where exactly is all this cash going? Well, the budget points to 4 very distinct territories, and each one is absolutely packed with potential. Let's explore them one by one. Our first territory is all about deep tech and next-generation manufacturing. And listen, this isn't about just assembling parts that were made somewhere else. This is about inventing the future right here in India and becoming a true global leader in these really high-value industries. And the government is backing this vision with some serious capital. We're talking a 40,000 crore rupee push for semiconductors, another 10,000 crore mission for biopharma, and they're expanding the already successful PLI schemes to critical sectors like specialty chemicals and electronics. They're literally building entire ecosystems from the ground up.
So what does that mean for you, the entrepreneur? Well, think smaller, specialized businesses that feed into these giants. You could start a company that services semiconductor equipment, or a platform for drug discovery, maybe a small-scale unit for specialty chemicals. And remember all those new industrial parks? The demand for construction tech and pre-engineered buildings for warehouses is going to be through the roof.
Okay, let's move on to our second territory. This one is all about building a cleaner, greener, more sustainable future. And trust me, this isn't just some feel-good environmental policy. It's one of the biggest economic transformations of our lifetime. The government is putting serious money here too, a massive 20,000 crore rupee mission just for carbon capture technologies. There's also a huge focus on battery storage, which is absolutely key to making renewables reliable, and a big push for green hydrogen and the circular economy, where one industry's waste becomes another's raw material. The startup ideas here are just staring us in the face. Energy storage solutions for homes, EV charging stations everywhere, platforms for trading carbon credits. And remember those 200 industrial clusters we talked about? They're all going to need advanced waste recycling solutions. That's a guaranteed market right there. Even small-scale manufacturing of solar panel components has huge potential. Territory number 3 takes us beyond the big metro cities. The government gets that the next huge wave of growth is going to come from rural India and all the smaller Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. This is what they're calling the Bharat opportunity. And the focus here is all about empowerment at the local level. You've got initiatives like She-Marts, which are creating community-owned retail businesses run by women. There's also a strong push to digitize agriculture and to connect local artisans and their amazing products to global markets. This just opens up a whole world of possibilities. You could build an e-commerce platform for handicrafts or a last-mile logistics service for smaller towns. How about an agri-tech app for farmers? There's even a special mention of promoting sports goods manufacturing, which is a fantastic niche with ever-growing demand.
Okay, our final territory is the digital frontier. From artificial intelligence to gaming, the government is investing big in the infrastructure and the skills needed to make India a powerhouse in the creative and digital economy. The scale here is just incredible. They're setting up animation, VFX, and gaming labs in 15,000 schools. I mean, that's building the talent pipeline for decades to come. On top of that, there's dedicated support for developing India's own AI and a tax holiday to make India a global hub for data centers.
The business ideas here are right on the cutting edge. You could create ed tech courses for all those new AVGC students. You could develop generative AI tools for businesses, or build platforms for the absolutely booming creator economy. And there's also a really important focus on skilling persons with disabilities for these high-tech jobs.
And hey, you don't just have to take my word for it. Industry leaders like Vidit Atre from Misho see this budget as a clear signal. It's not about just giving isolated support here and there. It's about building an entire ecosystem where businesses can achieve real, scalable growth.
Now, identifying the opportunity is just step one, right? The budget also gives you a toolkit, a whole support system designed to help you actually launch and run your business way more easily. Let's look at a few of these key tools. For any small business, cash flow is everything. It's king. And this system, TREDS, is a total game changer. So instead of waiting months and months to get paid, you can just upload your invoice to this platform and financiers will give you the cash almost immediately. It's a simple, incredibly powerful way to solve those liquidity headaches.
Next up, help with all that dreaded paperwork. Corporate Mitras are a new thing. Basically, a force of trained professionals who can help small businesses handle all the regulations and compliance affordably. This is super crucial for entrepreneurs in smaller towns who might not have easy access to expensive consultants. And just look at this comparison table. It shows you just how much easier compliance is about to get. For businesses with turnover under 5 crores, GST returns could drop from 12 a year down to just 4. You'll get warnings before penalties, your refunds could come twice as fast, and you might even have a self-certification option to cut down on audit costs. This is a massive reduction in headaches and expense, freeing you up to, actually build your business.
So there you have it. We've seen the map. We've looked at the treasure spread across 4 huge territories, from deep tech manufacturing all the way to the creator economy. And we've even been handed a toolkit to make the journey that much easier.
The budget has laid out the path with incredible clarity. The government is investing, it's creating demand, and it's simplifying the rules of the game. So really, the only question left is, which one of these amazing opportunities will you seize and build into the next great success story? The adventure is yours to begin.